Hi everyone, this is Dragon. Thank you for joining for today tips and tricks and do and don'ts for Borderlands 4. Here I'm just gonna talk about a couple of don't do things and do things. But let's start with the don't. Don't do these at all. First one is I do understand that a lot of people love to power level their characters based on Borderland 1, 2, and 3. Um, and back then it kind of did matter. Not really. It didn't matter. It's just it will make your life a lot easier through the entire game. That's pretty much what I mean. So, but if you let's say you max level your character to level 50 and you get to the boss is like level 30, level 40, or whatever it is, you could just beat them up really quickly. And your enemies that you're fighting around is gonna be under level. But in here, let's say you level 30, the enemies is gonna be at least two or four levels above you, then you're not gonna over level your characters. I mean the enemies. So the enemy is gonna level with the level that you're in. So you're level two, enemy is gonna be a level two or level three. Or if you're level 10, enemy is gonna be around the same level that you're in, or there may be two levels or four levels above you. So either 12 or 14. So I do not recommend to just power level your character. Just play the game as normal. So this way you're not struggling later on when you are level 50 and the boss has so many XP. You know, it's gonna balance itself anyway. You will be fine. It's just just to have an easier time as you play the game. Just play the game as normal. My other don't do all side missions. um what I mean about don't do all side missions, because you're going to need the XP when you finish the game. When you get to the end game, you definitely going to require to get that extra XP to because you're going to unlock a specialist tab. For example, see right here in between here there's going to be another tab. It's going to say specialist, and that is going to have additional stuff that you need to unlock as you play the game. So you're going to need those XP. So there are going to be some missions, for example, especially side missions. They're going to reward you XP, and that's part of your rewards, the XP. So this is level one. Level one will be green, as you can see here. As an example, so you see, level one is green. Level two is blue. And you can see here level 3 is purple. So the purple is level 3. And of course, as obvious, level 4 is going to be gold. So anything that from level 3 to level 4, I mean, sorry, from level 2 to level 4, do not touch. Anything at level 1, so basically green, go ahead and do them. If they say XP, but if you want to, you don't have to. But if you want to do the level 2 and down, that's fine. That's okay. Because the game has at least 100 or maybe 100 plus side missions that you can take advantage of. Some of them is going to be in from 2 and up, and a lot of them is going to be from 3 and up, and a lot of them is going to be from 2 and down. So 1 and 2. And then you got the 3 and 4. So when you go to the map, basically, you're gonna see this one here. As you can see, this one XP is purple. I would not recommend to do this, even though this is easy to do. This is a quick one. Don't do it. But if you look around, you got this one. This one's in blue. This is level 2. That's fine. You can do this, but I recommend keep as many side missions available for you for the end game. So if you can leave almost 100% of your side missions, that's fine. But if you want to do some of them here or there, that's completely okay. Go ahead and do them. The blue ones. But if you see a lot of greens, do those. Just get those green out of the way. But the one you're gonna need is the blue, purple, and gold, because they're gonna give you the most XP, especially when you need it at the end game to for your specialist tab when it becomes available. And this way you can kind of get more XP, you get more experience there that you're going to be using those points to keep leveling up your character on those area. Because when you're done with the game, now you don't have XP to use to build up. Now you gotta go kill NPCs left and right. There's gonna be a whole bunch of little world events. There's like a little bubble, and you go inside. The boss is gonna pop up. You're gonna kill the boss. You're gonna gain XP that way. You could do those a lot. I mean, if you're higher up level, you're gonna see 3 to 4 popping up every 5 minutes, and you can do those really quickly and gain a lot of XP. That's fine, but you will get bored pretty quickly. So the best thing to do, just save the side missions. Sorry, so the side missions here, save them for later on in the game. So this way you're not bored. Now you can be able to run all around the map and do these right away. So see, like this missions, this side missions, like I said, don't do these, keep them and do them later. They're not gonna hurt you at all. Just play the game as normal. Do all your main missions. Any missions like this, do them. Any missions like these, that's fine. Because this is part of your missions. Just use your mission logs. Keep and also contract. You get a lot of contracts. They give you this, so you can do the contracts. Those are completely fine because contracts is always gonna be available. So you can kind of do all your contracts as you go. But just try to get to the end game as soon as possible so you can kind of keep building your character more and more, and you can kind of get all those XP there. But if you, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, do not power level your character. If you do, those XP is going to be wasted. And if you haven't finished the game, it's going to be wasted XP. The other don't is in your inventories, is the items. And what I mean with that, in your items, you're going to be collecting, your items, your grenades, your guns, or whatever. But some of them is going to have something called firmware. So what I mean with the firmware is going to be these. So if you look at these, and let's take a look here. They're going to have these things right here. So let's go back and look at the same one again. You see all the information about the grenade, and on the bottom we say "God Killer." That is a firmware. You want to save this firmware because let's say you don't care for this. You don't care at all for this weapon, but you want to keep that firmware. The firmware, you like it. Guess what? You can actually transfer that to another weapon or to a weapon that you like, or you can build a brand new weapon that you can add that to it. So just hold on to those things, and you can also transfer it to your bank. Send it to your bank. So this way you can save it and come back to it whenever you're ready. So the way to use it, for example, let's say here, you go here, and there's this machine right here. This machine right here. This machine is not active right now. It says lock. So when you get later on through the story, this is going to become available, and you'll be able to use this to customize weapons. And this is where you're going to grab that firmware and add it to another weapon, so you can kind of make that weapon a lot better. And not only that, so when you use them, because you see I have this one, this class mod has a firmware, as you can see there. See? And also I have this that has a firmware here. So when you put them on, you're gonna see them coming up here. And you can see if I had 3 weapons or any of these items, they actually had a firmware, 3 of this firmware. You can see it has 3 levels. So it would do a specific amount of damage. For this one specifically, to badass enemies. And this one, as you can see, it will help you with your health and damage taken and movement speeds and damage dealt with. So this is 2 are really good. Just basically, the more you have, and then we're able to do this customization here and add it to some of the items you already have. Let's say you can add it to this gun and this gun. Let's say we added God Killer here and here. You already have it here, so you're good there. And then this one, Risky Boots, you can add it to this weapon and this weapon. Plus, you already have it on this one. You're good to go. Or you could have put it on all 3 of these items. So you had it here, here, and here. And then here, here, and then there. So you see, so save these. Even if you don't like them, save them just because of the firmware. Because when you get to the end game, you're gonna need them. So the do part, there are a couple of things that a lot of people don't do it a lot, and it's your managing your items. So as you can see, I can carry 36 in my backpack, meaning these. This is gonna be with me 24/7, and then your bank is gonna be right there. So this is where you save all your weapons that you don't want to carry. So a lot of people pick up stuff and their backpack is full. So let's say I get to 36 and now I cannot carry any more weapons. So I gotta, you know, manage my items. So maybe I'll go through my inventory and see I don't like this weapon. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it as a junk, or I can just go ahead and drop it. I just dropped the item. See? Just dropped it. So this way I can now make space in my inventory to pick up whatever item that I'm able to find. Oh, that was a good item. That's a good weapon. That's a good shield or mod. I want it, but I don't have the space. Guess what? You don't have to do all that. Right from your inventory, let's say this right here. You right click, hit the bank, and if you look on the bottom, it tells you send to bank. So let's do another one. This one. And you can see in the bottom, it's growing. Now it's two. Two are marked. And from here, I can go ahead press V or just click on this and send it over. Okay, so let's do another one. And send to back. See, smart. But with the controller, with the Xbox controller, for example, you can hit the left trigger. Just click the left trigger and you send it over. The same thing is going to be for the PlayStation. The PlayStation, you use the left trigger to do the same thing. And this is where you can send items directly to your bank without traveling to your safe house to send it to the bank. So that is a do. Do those a lot because your backpack is gonna get full quick. So this way you don't have to worry about keep traveling over and over again to your safe house to deposit the stuff here. It's so annoying. Another do. It's gonna be on your map and it's your collectibles. So on your Xbox or PlayStation controller, just press left. I mean, sorry, the right. Press right to your on your D-pad, and you're gonna get to this. This is your map ledger. Press C, press right, and you get to the ledger. So all these, get them done. As soon as you see them in the map, if you see one next to you, get them done. I made a video of how some of these looks. So this way, whenever you get to an area that you see an icon and you're not sure what the heck you're looking for, I made a video that show you exactly what they look for, how they look like. And this way you have an idea what you're looking for. So whenever you're in the area, you know, okay, this things look like this. So I know how to find them quick. Because sometimes you'll be running around, you're like looking around like what the fuck it is, what the heck it is, how they look like. You're not too sure. So I made a video on showing how most of this stuff looks in the world as you're running around. But again, the reason I'm saying to do these because a lot of these will give you this little item that look like a little missile or a bullet. It's called SDU. So when you go to your thing, your map, see, like some of them don't give you that. Like you just collect them, right? But then you have some of like these. So this one specifically will give you 5 SDUs, right? And this one right here, if you see this one, specifically will give you 15. That is a 15 every time. I know these. So basically, by me collecting this one and this one right here, that's a 20. That's 20 right there, easy. And right now, I have 65. If I had 65 when I went to collect those, I will have 85. So that's easy right there. Those are quick to do. And also is this one. This one will give you, I think it's 5 or 10, give or take. This is another one. This is just a chest. You find the chest and you just open it. And there is another one that look like this, but it's look like a smaller box. Show it to you right here. Uh, right there, this one. This one right here, when you see it, you just kick it again, and it's just open, and automatically you get 5 or 10 SDU. So do these immediately as soon as you walking around and see them. Just do them. For example, like this. And the other do is use your map to go to places. For example, like this right now is telling me they want me to go to this side mission, to this bounty. And sometime when you do the bounty, show you real quick. Never knew how much I've missed. So sometime when you have a mission and a bounty selected and you press up on your D-pad, it's gonna give you that direction, and you see that arrow going that way or that way. Sometime they both go in the same direction, and the arrow's gonna be on top of each other. You're gonna see this light blue and the gold line on top of each other. But let's say you don't want to go to any of those. You don't want to go to any of those, and let's say you want to go to this one. On PC, you just basically right click on it, and you see now it's changed to this little white line. On the Xbox, you press the Y button, and on the PlayStation, the triangle button. So now it's gonna dismiss the other two, and you press up again, and now you don't see the other lines. You see this one. Now you go to this one, and now you are going directly to the one that you want to travel to. And this is not for this only. This is for any specific mission or anything you see in the world that you want to go ahead and collect. So the same thing for this one. Right click or the Y or triangle, and it's now highlighted. So as you know, I have 65.
You're lucky you weren't hurt. The next time you get a message like that, you tell me. You can't just say no and expect to win an argument.
I love some of these conversations. They're hilarious. Oh, there we go. So also, for this one specifically, you hear that weird chime sound. Anyway, select it, and there you go. Got 5. And to confirm that, 70. Now I got 70. Perfect. So those pretty much are my do's and don'ts. Use and not do's, just make sure to use the map. And the other do is do all this collectibles here. And my other do is just to save you time in the inventory. Basically send whatever items you want to your bank by just right clicking on the mouse and selecting this, or with the controller, with the Xbox controller, press X or square on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation we have square, on the Xbox will be an X. PC will be right click and then select the bank. And right now I'm gonna do on banking real quick. And that's pretty much it. That's simple as that. If you like this video and this information was helpful in any shape or form, please leave a like and a follow for any future videos and tips for Borderlands or any other games in the future. All right. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful day.